Let me do that real quick. Let me stop this. Can you see now what your assignment was?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let's go. And what were your questions?
Oh man, like 1 through 5.
I'm gonna preview. I think that's what I can do here. Number 5.
The ones where you have to.
You want to try to get through all of them?
Yes. Oh my god.
Just start with 1.
Huh?
Well, you can tell me at this point. We don't need to do that one.
We don't need that.
Okay, we don't need this one.
Just plugging in, right?
1, 8. 8 times 1. I'm gonna go yes, just because it worked for the first one. Oh yeah, good. Okay, next. Do you need this one?
Yes.
Solve the system by substitution?
Yep.
Do you have to use substitution?
Oh.
You don't. So you can use whatever method you want. Okay. Personally, I'm taking advantage of the calculator. I'm gonna do RREF on that. Is there anybody that wants to see a different method besides the calculator method?
I literally did that and it
Anybody?
Wait, so then have him input it into the calculator and show you what you did wrong.
Do you want me to show you how to do what you did wrong?
You said the RREF thing?
Mhm.
I did that and it still came out wrong.
No. Well, here's the thing: is it in the correct order?
No.
Teachers, please
Oh.
excuse this interruption, but please check your email regarding first quarter grades
Oh, that was
that
on me.
Mr. Lewis sent out.
Because remember
Please
told me
make
that
sure
we should
you
get.
check Roy
about his grades.
Lewis's email. Thank you.
Wait,
If
what?
we put grades in on Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, they don't show up for either quarter 1 or quarter 2.
Wow.
Yeah, they're just like out there. So like that really affects my ingenuity class since they only get like 1 grade that overrides every week, like the newest grade. So they have no grade at all. But that's all
How
right.
does that work?
So does that take?
Because the quarter ends Friday, right? And the new quarter ends or starts Monday. So what happens to the weekend? Someone forgot about the weekend.
They don't.
No, it just
Why didn't they have it end on Monday and start on Monday?
you can't have the same start as the end.
So end on Monday.
Yeah, what they could have done was end it Friday and then everything else starts on Saturday. That would have been fine. Now, the reason why it probably didn't work for you, Pate, you got to fix this second equation here.
I feel like I did that.
So,
Okay, I feel like it.
so let me. Can I minimize this? This minimizable? I guess it was already minimized. Okay, calculator is not up. Sorry. I feel like I'm slacking now.
So how was your lunch? I saw.
I won, and Pravi said it was a tie. I was so upset.
I saw a
I
video.
killed it.
I saw videos. Good job. Yeah, they're recording you. You did really good. I was laughing.
Huh?
Did you do ice baby?
Mm-hmm. I did Ice Ice Baby, 7 Nation Army, and Great Balls of Fire. I killed it. I won it.
Who won?
And
Wait,
for
who'd you
Reese-
tie with?
Huh?
Who'd you tie with?
Miss Davis.
Oh my god. She was dressed. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a nice outfit. And I told, I was like, you know what, just take it, because she wanted to win it bad. Like I was just doing it to,
Do it.
yeah, because he had asked me, I didn't want to punk out. But I won it. I totally won.
Was your wife and your kids there?
Yeah.
Aww.
All right, so let's fix this real quick. The top one is fine. It has to be negative x minus 9y is negative 19. But the problem here is that this 6 is now on the right side. It needs to come over, so it should be a negative 6x, correct? The 1y can stay there, and that's going to equal the negative 4. Okay? So once you plug those values into a matrix, I'm going to go... Go ahead.
We could have been doing that this whole entire time while we were learning that.
Yes, we can. But you need to know the other methods. Because here's the deal. Sometimes they don't always just say, what's the solution, right? They're like, what? Remember the one matrix? Like, what's this column?
Oh yeah.
So you had to do it. You were forced to do it that way. So what I'm saying is, if you're cut for time, and you really don't need to bother with substitution, then just use the calculator. But if you want to do substitution, then I will walk you through that. I have no issues with it. But personally, I want to save time.
It's elimination, isn't it? Isn't there one about?
Doesn't even matter. It's the same thing. I've shown you by graphing, by elimination, by substitution, using the determinant, using REF, using RREF. So you have like 6 different using the determinant, which is what we already did as well. So you got like 6, 7 methods, I think. If I'm probably messing up that number, but any one of those that you choose to use is okay. So I went into matrix. I went to edit matrix A. Storm, do you need me to repeat that part right there? Okay, cool. So this is going to be -1, -9, -19, -1, 9. And then I've got -6, 1, and -4. So once I have that system in, that's the hard part. Because now all I need to do, and I'll blow this up so you can see it. So I put my matrix in. I'm going to quit so that I'm here on the home screen. And I'm going to go second matrix. I'm going to do some math. And my favorite math part here is RREF. Enter. Which matrix do I want to reduce? And I want matrix A. And just press enter at that point. Now, please make sure that this is the identity matrix. If that's not the identity matrix, then there's no solution. Okay? If you plug that in and you just don't check that that's the identity, you can still be wrong. Okay? Because if the bottom row said 1, 0 and then said 0, 0 at the bottom, then there's no solution to that system, and you would say no solution. But in this case, I'm seeing that there's the identity that's on the right. Sorry, my other right. On the left side, right? Yeah. On the left side, then that means that the solutions are correct. And it goes like this.
What would it show on the calculator if there was an infinite degree?
That's a good question. I never thought about that.
Zeros all the way on the bottom?
No, that would mean it's not no solution. Let's do it. Let's check it. Let me make a system because that's a good question. I never thought about that. Thanks. Yeah. But we can do it this way. Check it out. I'm going to see if there's. I'm going to call. Let's see here. And the easiest way to check that, all you really got to do is like double them on 1 because they're just the same equation, right? So that's -1. I'll make that a -2. That's a -19, so I'll make it a -18. And then if the top one is -19, then I'm going to have a -38. 38. So there's that. I'm going to go second quit. Now, I already have matrix A in there. This is a little cool trick too. If you go second entry, it'll put the last thing that you typed in there. Okay? And if you do it again, it'll do like the last thing before that. But this is what I want. I'm going to hit enter. Ah, there you go. So so it's all zeros there. So the question is, when is it? Oh, it's all zeros. It's all zeros, not 2 zeros. You see that?
So when it's all zeros,
Yeah. So, So let's do one that they would never have that they would have no solutions. So I guess what you're looking for is all zeros at the bottom. That would be infinitely. All right, let's do the. I'm so glad you asked. I hate to say that I've never cared to check before.
It's like so basic.
Well, you guys are good. You guys do great stuff. Just because I'm a teacher don't mean I know everything. Let's see here. So I'm going to make this y is. I'm going to keep it simple. Let's go y equals 5x plus 2. Y equals 5x minus 3, right? So, okay, so all I have to do is have the same numbers on the right with 2 different solutions. So, I'm going to go over to calculator. Let me clear this ink. Second matrix. I'm going to edit A. So I'm going to make these guys the same. There's -1. There's -9. And I do want different solutions. So second quit. Second entry. And no solutions looks like, 2 zeros. See that? So that is a big difference, guys. All zeros means infinitely many solutions. And this should kind of make sense, because how is it that 0 x's plus 0 y's gives you 1? That's a false statement, isn't it? And the top one is not a false statement. 0 x's plus 0 y's gives you 0. So fantastic, thank you. all zeros, 2 zeros with an answer. Okay? Thank you. Now I know. G.I. Joe. Right? Knowing it's half the battle? Not a G.I. Joe guy? Ah, dude. Ah. That made me sad. That made me sad. Alright, cool. Moving on. What else do you guys want to see from here? So, was that cool, or do you want to see this one by? You're good? Alright, cool. What's the answer? What was it?
Shit already.
Hold on, I think I have it. It's 1-2. It's 1-2, right? So, now, here be careful, because if you don't put parentheses, look, even though it has those little curly braces, the answer is still an ordered pair. So don't put in the pair in there and then be wrong. Go parenthesis, 1, comma, 2, close parenthesis, and then you should be good. Oh, good. I always make you nervous when that little spinner takes too long. All right, so we're good. Next one.
That's the same thing.
Same thing? So we're good?
Yeah, can you do this one though?
Can I do this one? What do I say here? Okay, close that.
Not that one, the next one.
Oh, not this one? The next one, number 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do 4.
It's like the same with the graph.
Oh, I gotta put something in there?
Just pick B or something.
Actually, it's gonna be infinitely many solutions, because all this is 5 times bigger on the bottom one. So good eye, good eye, good eye, good eye, Brian.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was
Never mind,
infinite.
never mind.
See how if I multiply this whole top equation by 5, I get the bottom one, which means it's the same one. That's what I did with my check on the calculator. I just made one bigger than the other one. Good eye, Brian. This one? Okay, this one is weird. Let me tell you what all this stuff means right here. This is just calculator notation. So like if I go into here and I push the window button, it's this information right there. Okay? This is telling me that the x minimum is a -10 and the x maximum is a +10. The scale is a 1. So all that is this. So remember, it's ordered pair, right? X comma y. So this is saying x goes from -10 to 30, and the y -10 to 10. And the scale is 1 and 1. So each little one of these tick marks is a 1. Okay? That's all just useless information, personally. I personally believe that's just useless because it matters on your slopes. Okay? So if you take a look at this first equation there, you're going to have a slope of -4/5, right? Which is a negative slope. If you take a look at the other slope, it is a -2/3. So I've got two negative slopes here. So it can't be this one, can't be that one, because they're both positive, right? Now, the only way that they can be parallel is if the values in front of x and y are the same. And are they?
No.
No, so it's going to have to go with A.
Oh, what's this one? Yeah, what's this one?
Oh. Let's see here. Can I count the little tick marks? No, seriously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 0, 6? That wasn't kidding. 0, 6. Watch it be right. Math.
All we did was count where they intersect.
It's where they cross, and this one crossed nicely. Look. See?
It just went straight up.
They just cross right now. The other one too.
But they
Look.
both have
That
a
one?
negative slope.
Yeah, and these both go top to bottom.
I know, but there's no other ones that are negative. 2 negatives.
Yeah, these both have negative slope.
But
You read
that
it
would
from-
be a solution.
Right, because they're parallel, and these are not parallel. Exactly. So it has to be A.
We were just talking about the solution.
Yeah, I had to put this in before I can go with the next one. So the other one too, look. Like here, if I wanted to know, they still cross there, don't they? 0, 6. Same thing there, but it's gonna be A. Man. Okay, Josh.
Yeah, that was a lot better.
All right, cool. Other questions? This side of the room is kind of quiet. Ladies. No? And gentlemen, sorry. You're good? This one?
This one's so easy.
Okay.
So easy.
I
didn't do it whatsoever.
No, I got it right and then I got one part wrong. And it was because when
You
it
want to do this one then?
yeah, no, I know how to do it. I'm just saying.
I showed her how to do
when
it.
it asked in what year would the payments be the same, I put like 2000. I put 2000. I didn't know you just needed to put the number.
Oh, you know, and you got to really read the questions carefully, because there was one like, remember the price one with the matrix? What's the cost? And everything was like, oh, these numbers represent thousands. I just went 136, but it really wanted the 000 because when it says what's the cost, it's not saying, you know, what's the estimated cost.
So would I put just a number, like if it was a 4 or if it was
For which years did the monthly payment go? So it goes from year 0 to, it goes up to what?
6? 2, 4, 6.
Is it 6?
Right there, yes. And I would put
What year would the payments be the same?
6. And I put 2006. I didn't know like if they were what they were asking for.
That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. So, but you see, you do that work on paper, you can bring that to him and be like, I had the answer right. It's just a questioning method, which is really silly. Okay? I'm just gonna go.
But 660.
What?
It's 660. There.
On 666? That would have been funnier.
No.
All right, cool. Moving on. 6. Woo!
That one's good.
You guys okay here?
Yeah.
All right. No 6 then? What's the answer?
I'll do it.
I'm just gonna type something in, dude. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Wait, with that one, isn't the X just a 0?
What? It's not gonna let me go back yet. Not until I plug something in. Same thing here. You guys are good, right?
We can use the.
1, 2, 3.
Wait, you can use the calculator for this one, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't ask you to do that by hand. I mean.
A lot of work.
Now here I do have to just give you a disclaimer. If you use the calculator and you get it wrong,
That's your problem.
there's no way I can give you any points. But if you do it by hand, I can look at your work and I can give you partial points. Okay? These are going to be 4-part, right? Because you got to find the determinant, you got to determinant of x, determinant of y, determinant of z. So each part is worth a quarter point. So at least you can get stuff for it. Okay? If you do it with calculator, you just do something that's not right, then you lost all the points, and I can't help you there. Okay? So just got to throw that out there. You guys okay here?
With that question, it just had Y, Z, it had X, Y, Z, and then one of them had Y, Z, but no X. So would you just make
Yeah,
it
so you put a 0 for x. Yeah. Yeah, you just plug in a 0 for the x. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do here. Same thing here. You can use that calculator. This test looks like you guys can be done in like 20 minutes, right? 1. Didn't I like my parentheses there?
It always does that.
Does it?
Yeah.
1, comma 2. Just want to make sure I get through all of this. Row operations to solve the system. You have to do row operations?
No.
No. So yeah, like you were saying, this is x minus y. What would I put in for z?
0.
A 0. And this one would be 0, 1, negative 1. This would be 1, 0, 1. And then you'd be done. Okay. Does it take that as the answer? If you just push next instead of check answer? It takes that as your answer? How about this one? You guys need this one? Okay, so this one is just, they're just playing with you a little bit because all you're doing is adding the two, right? So you have to think about, I have to take this element, which is R1C1, and I'm going to add it to R1C1 in this case. So 10 A's and another A is 11 A's, and then I got 6, and that should have equaled 39. So it's just algebra 1. And then you just solve it in this case, right? So 11 A's is going to give you, what is it, 33? Which means A is 3. And then you do it again. So what do you need to find next? K. 2 K's and 5 K's gives you 14. So 7K is equal to 14. K has to be 2. See how that works? So just match them up and make yourself an equation there. Because that plus that should equal that.
And then 2.
And it's just tedious. This you can't do in your calculator. Sorry. They won't do it for you. Okay? Alrighty. 2, 3, 4. So you're. Who was sending videos out? Cambria?
Yeah.
Had to be. I knew it. When I saw her in the audience, we were like, it took forever to get started. It was supposed to start at 7, started at 7:30 something. Yeah. But anyways, I saw her, I was like, Cambria. I'm surprised I didn't hear her laugh.
She was laughing. Like on her.
Because she laughs loud.
She was on Snapchat and I was like watching and I was laughing. I was like, dang, he's getting it.
Perform the operations if possible. Okay, is this possible? Can you subtract the two?
Yeah.
Yes, because they're exactly the same dimension.
I don't know.
0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 5 is 5, or negative 5. 0 minus a negative 2 is going to give you 10. 10 minus 4 is going to give you a 5. So it's just that, really just that.
There it goes. Oh.
What does it want to jump? I skipped the number. My bad. All right, cool. Here's 12. Find the product of the following two matrices. You guys know how to do this on the calculator?
Oh yeah, you just put it two matrices and then you put.
All right, so let's do this one on the calculator. Yeah. I would say, again, suggest do it by hand. I'm not going to force you to. Let's go second quit. So, you want to see this? By hand or calculator? Okay, so second matrix. I'm going to go, I have to put both of those in. So I'm going to make the first one a 2 by 2. So 2, enter 2. And then plug in the numbers, which are 2, 7, 9, and 3. And then I'm going to go, I can just go second matrix again to get me back to here. Edit, and this time I need to edit the next one, which is B. And plug in your values. Oh, actually make it a 2 by 2. So there's my 2 by 2. Negative 4. Negative 6. 2. And negative 7. So, at this point I've got both matrices in. I'm going to quit so that I'm on the home screen again. And I want to take matrix A times matrix B. So I'm going to go into matrix, grab the name of the first one, which is A, and I'm going to go in. Now, I don't have to put the time symbol, because if there's nothing between them, that means times, doesn't it? So, second matrix, and select B. So it should look like that. That's telling it A times B. Just hit enter, and there it is. Oops. Baby, come back. Okay. Questions there? Oh, got 100 without the 1 and the 0. Okay. You guys remember how to do this one?
Yeah, you put that in.
Yeah, so here, again, second matrix, edit. Let's change this to a 3 by 3. We're going to go 5. Wait, come back here. Here we go. It's not 5. I want that to be, because this is what I want to find the inverse of, right? So 2, 0, negative 3, 0, negative 1, 0, 3, negative 2, and negative 5. Okay? Okay, you're good? You look like you're lost in reflection. So there's my first matrix, which is A. That's where I have it. And I'm going to use this x to the negative 1 button. So that makes it A inverse. Enter. And there it is. So you can see, you can kind of confirm, there's your 5, 0, 3, 6, negative 1, 4. So this should be, let's get one right. Negative 3, 0, negative 2.
So the inverse, you just type in that set and then you square root it, or you make it to the -1 or something?
Yeah, I'm taking this to the -1. Because that's how you denote that that's the inverse. So once you hit enter, it's going to spit out the inverse of that matrix A. And then you just plug in what you need to plug in. Huh? Yeah. There should be like 100 for everybody. I'll be very disappointed if 95% of you didn't get 100.
It's the time that like screws us, you know.
You got an hour to do things that take about 30 seconds a
Then
pop.
we rush through this stuff, you know.
But we're not like, we don't remember it as well as you do.
Yeah.
We have to think about how to do each one. They're all different.
Touche.
And I panicked during this. I'm just
Not even joking. Like I'll go back and look at them, and I'm like, wow, I made that. I really made that dumb. That was dumb.
I think it's because we get too busy looking at the time, you know.
Well, then don't look at the time. That's why I don't put clocks in here. I used to do that too, and my days used to go by long. Because you just like stare at it like, did that just go backwards? I didn't put a battery in this anymore. I don't know if you guys noticed. My wife gave me that clock like when I first started teaching, and I'm like, I'm not putting batteries in that thing anymore. Because I would swear to God, I thought it would go in reverse sometimes. It was 10 minutes ago. How's it 10 again? So this one, do you have to do it using the inverse matrix? No. Throw that into RREF. So what's the answer? 1, 2, 3, 4?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, not a 4. Touche. Yay! I got another 100. Okay, this one, anybody? Okay, this one I have to say this isn't even worth your time to plug into the calculator because the determinant is 0. Right? What's 2 times 0? 0. Minus 0 times 4? So it's just faster to just do that by hand. That's not even worth your time. You'll take way longer doing it on the calculator than doing it by hand. So please expect for that as well. Now this one I would throw in the calculator.
Oh, I did that one.
Oh, do you guys know how to do this one on the calculator? I haven't showed you this, have I? Ah.
It's DET, right?
Yes, it is. If you go into matrix, and when you're doing the math, all you're going to do is hit that DET button. That's determinant. DET. Do you guys see it? Option 1. So let's go into the edit first, and let's plug that in there. So I want 3 by 3. I should have 3, 3, 4, 4, -4, -4 again, 4, 0 and 4. Enter. Looks right, yeah? Alright, cool. So, second quit. Go back into matrix so you can get that determinant feature. So DET of matrix A. It should give you just one number, which is -80. And you're done. Now again, you mess that up, I can't give you points.
I wish we could do that chicken. So we know about it already.
You said DT?
I don't know. Might not be either day really bad or not as bad.
No, because every time I feel like I did really a bad feeling about this one.
I know.
It just started
I know.
really easy. No, Mr. Luke is like, we have to put a lot of effort into failing. We just look like, what?
One more.
You know, it's really hard.
Alright, here's 17. Kramer's rule. How about Ch4 rule?
Yeah.
He laughed.
Whenever you say Kramer's rule, I just think second one.
Oh, that's funny. I never thought about that. Wow.
What?
I've been doing math for like many years, and I never thought, because I watched Seinfeld.
I said that whenever we first learned about it. I said that.
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry. We have to put that song on now. Hey Kramer. I watched like
He was
3
so-
episodes of
He
it.
reminds me of Big Bird. I don't know why.
Big Bird, because he's
Because
that
of his
tall.
hair. His
All right,
hair.
let me stop this.